Hey guys, this is a video about dreams. Dreams you dream when you go to sleep, especially if you've had some trauma and especially if you have PTSD. Of course, this is my part of the story. Doesn't have to be the same for everyone. But I just wanted to share something I've noticed lately. First off, in my worst years, I would have nightmares, of course. They wouldn't be connected straightforward to the actual trauma. What they were connected to was the place the trauma took place in. Like, not even my nightmares. Every dream that I had, almost every dream, maybe 96, 7, 8% of my dreams were happening in the house I used to live in, at my grandma's house when I moved there after my parents' divorce, and where the abuse was at its worst. Even if I were dreaming about a person I've just met here, like a different country, a different continent, my dream would still take place in the house. And for years that's what was happening. After that, as I started digging in and my memories from my childhood started coming back to me, and when I started having the flashbacks more and more, my dreams would become nightmarish and would still consist of this place, but would be more realistic, of meaning they would have those characters of my family. I would dream of fighting them. I would dream of, being annoyed by them. I would dream of being abused by them. I would dream of being chased. I would dream of being chased to be killed. All that kind of stuff. As I improved and as I got over the flashbacks, and that's possible, you can do that. Of course, it depends on the severity of your condition, but I don't have flashbacks anymore. The nightmares stopped. Like, I would have a nightmare once in a very long time, maybe months, that I would remember, of course. I usually remember my dreams, so I can say that. I'm still very hyper-vigilant, if that's how it's pronounced. I would get startled easily, especially if I'm sleeping. Like this week, I got to sleep with someone, has been a very long time, and he just moved in bed, and I was like, the end of the world. It's not even something I control, of course. But anyhow, as I started getting better, I noticed the characters went away, and only the location stayed consistent. And with time, as I'm now thinking, I'm recovering. I really hope I am on the right way. I would dream of that place less and less, and I find it means something. It's gotta mean something. I'm resolving my issues. I am, and that's what my unconscious mind was trying to tell me all those years. I have issues that I had to resolve. I have I have things that I didn't remember that my brain chose to put aside and hide from me in order to protect me. So, back to my nightmares. They were at their worst when I was having my depression, which was in high school. I remember my worst nightmare was like something horrid. I couldn't wake up from it. I was in boarding school and we were 3 girls sleeping in the same room. So I kind of woke up because my friend was trying desperately to wake me up, and I was crying and my head was hurting and my heart was beating like crazy, and I would still go on crying and feeling like I'm still in this dream, and it took me like half an hour to actually wake up. That was my worst nightmare ever. I can still remember it. I can still remember the images of it. And it was of myself dying, but in a very, very horrible way. It was like a horror movie or something. Not something really realistic or logical. But back in those times I really wanted to die, so I don't know what the meaning of this one was, but back in those times I would have nightmares constantly. I would be afraid to go to sleep. My imagination is pretty developed, so my nightmares were really, really, really the worst. Like, you can't imagine. Like, in horror movies, it's not like that. It's I don't miss that at all. So today I can say I don't have nightmares anymore. I hope it continues like that. I sleep tight and I enjoy sleeping. My dreams are more random. I dream of different places. I finally came back to those dreams of flying that I missed so much. I love dreaming of flying. I've only had 2 in the past 2 years, 2 or 3, but I didn't have them at all for like 10 years or so. So it's an improvement. Unresolved issues, it's what it's about. That's what I think. So tell me what your dreams are telling you, and tell me where they're taking place and who's in them. How are they connected to the trauma you've had? How are you doing with getting better? And by then, sleep tight. Don't have any nightmares. I'm gonna save you in your dreams. I'll come back and like help you with my dream catcher earring if you can see it. And keep only the good dreams in. So be safe and be cool and get better. And bye.